Let's start with what merit actually means. Merit is qualification. It's a threshold for entry, not a ranking system. Here's a simple example. Imagine 30,000 applicants. There's one clear requirement. You have to be able to carry 50 pounds for at least 10 minutes. If you can do that, you're qualified. If you can't, you're not. No politics, no ideology, no moral judgment. Now let's say 18,000 people meet that requirement. That means 18,000 people are meritorious. At this point, merit has done its job. But here's the problem. There are only 2,000 positions available. So now we have 18,000 qualified people and only 2,000 spots. This is where the confusion usually begins. People say, just pick the best. But best at what? All 18,000 already meet the same standard. Some will meet it, some will exceed it, some will exceed it by a lot. But even if we raised the bar again, even if we only selected the exceptional performers, we'd still have far more people than available spots. The problem doesn't go away. It just reappears one level higher. Excellence clusters just like competence does. And here's the part people miss. If we're not measuring how much beyond the requirements someone can perform, then we don't even know who's more exceptional. And if we do try to measure that, the scale becomes unbounded. 250 pounds, 300, 500? At that point, we're no longer selecting for the job. We're turning selection into a competition the job doesn't require. Once excellence saturates the pool, merit stops doing any additional work. At that point, we have a choice. To sort through 18,000 people, we either invent new qualifications or choose values to guide selection. There is no third option. Ranking them doesn't solve this, because ranking requires deciding what counts, what matters more, and what we're optimizing for. That's no longer merit, that's preference. So instead, we might look at the qualified pool and ask, who do these people represent? What skills or perspectives do they bring? Are they over-selecting from one narrow slice? Are we missing others entirely? Maybe we try to select proportionally. Maybe we try to balance representation. Maybe we try to build a group that actually functions well together. Instead of letting randomness or access decide, notice what's happening here. Standards haven't been lowered, they were already met. We're not choosing who belongs, we're choosing how to select from those who already do. And this is where the steep pyramid story falls apart, because you can't run a society or a company or a hospital or a government with only a razor-thin elite. Functional systems don't require the best person alive. They require large numbers of capable, reliable people. Competence is widely distributed. Excellence overlaps. Performance plateaus. The idea that only a tiny apex should advance doesn't describe reality. It describes a society that couldn't function if it were true. So once merit is established, selection has to be about building a functional whole, about balance, resilience, coverage, outcomes. If that sounds reasonable to you, then congratulations. That's not lowering standards. That's what happens after standards are met. That's DEI.